Hunter ability tuning preview. Destiny 2 updates 8.0.5.4. Morning all, or well, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Hope you're doing well. We have a short patch note preview for Destiny 2 update 8.0.5.4 planned for early September. Following changes target Smoke, Swarm, and Threaded Specter abilities on Hunter. These changes are both for PvE and for PvP. As always, when previewing patch notes, this is many weeks out. The following bullets are subject to change if any issue arises. Stay tuned for further updates. So Threaded Specter aspect. Increase cooldown duration of Marksman dodge and Gambler's dodge when Threaded Specter is equipped. Again, curious to know like how much of a duration bump is that. Remove dodge cooldown penalty after creating a clone. So am I understanding this right? This is a nerf. This is a buff. Am I understanding that correctly? We'll have to do like pre and post testing for something like this, but I've never noticed a dodge cooldown penalty. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't either. But it says remove the dodge cooldown penalty after creating a clone. Now, if the clone is destroyed by attacks, it no longer spawns threadlings. Well, that's kind of the identity of it though, right? Increase the amount of time the clones will distract nearby combatants before exploding. All right, so they're increasing the amount of time. The clone will still be, it will be more of a distraction tool for combatants. But the only way you're going to create threadlings is if you shoot the clone yourself, it didn't make the threadlings. Shame on PvP. You know, I don't know. I mean, in some ways, this kind of seems like it could be a PvE buff if you increase the amount of time. Because the main reason why I use clones in PvP is for the distraction. It depends on what that time duration is. The exotic will still create threadlings. For those wondering what exotic they're talking about. By the way, everybody's saying I'm a hunter main. Observe. Ah! I have not obtained thy balance of power. You call me a hunter main. Your Threaded Specter has increased duration and durability, and damaging it releases additional threadlings. While near your Threaded Specter, you do not appear on radar. So it seems like in some ways this is making balance of power more viable due to these nerfs. It seems like Bungie's doing some buffs, doing some nerfs, more in the direction of nerfs. Obviously, like this is a downward trend. Okay, this is a downward trend. Again, it's going to require us to do a lot of pre-post testing, most notably with exotics, just to see how this affects it. It also comes down to like how big of a cooldown duration change is this, because increased cooldown duration for both dodges when using Threaded Specter. You're not going to notice this at all in PvE. I think PvE is going to be okay, guys. This definitely seems more targeted for PvP, but I think PvE is going to be okay. Now, Swarm Grenades. Increase Swarm Grenade base cooldown duration by 15%. Move Swarm Grenade to a slower recharge tier for non-passive grenade energy gains. Okay, so just all around increasing the cooldown there so you don't have a Swarm Grenade on you at all times. Now, this is, of course, a nerf for both PvE and PvP, obviously. Now, Smoke Bomb Melee. Reduce the time the smoke bomb projectile lingers in the world from 10 seconds to 3.5 seconds. That is a ginormous drop. Reduce player movement speed penalty imparted by the smoke by 25%. So let me just say this. Nothing sucks worse than in a 1v1 with someone and they throw a smoke bomb on you, and that smoke bomb, I mean, they literally, you can win 1v1s with just a smoke bomb. Now, of course, we could say with Cross, there's a lot of abilities that you could just win 1v1s with, right? But, you know, somebody face plants a smoke bomb on you. It's just like, kill me now. You're going to have to be, with the reduction there in the smoke bomb time, you definitely have to be more intentional with where you place the smoke bombs. And in most cases, I think you're just going to have to directly throw it at the enemies, right? Yeah, you're not throwing the smoke to mess with radar and PvE. No, but you're going to have to be more intentional with where you throw it. Additionally, we have a few more changes planned for episode 2. While we wanted the following to ship alongside the above changes, they needed just a bit more time in the oven. So Threaded Specter increased detonation damage versus combatants by 33%. All right, PvE players. Look, I know everybody was upset about this up here, but it is getting a damage bump. They just couldn't go out in September. It will be going out in episode 2. So that is a buff. And it's Swarm Grenades. Swarm Grenades submunitions will be easier to shoot. Swarm Grenade submunitions will chain detonate nearby submunitions. We'll continue to watch the conversation around sandbox balancing and plan changes accordingly. If you have any feedback concerning weapon tuning, exciting perks, subclass abilities, or other, please sound off on our forums or ping any of our social media accounts. Okay? All right. You know, I know Bungie doesn't like the ability spam. You guys don't like it inside of PvP for sure. We'll see how this plays out. We'll do a lot of pre and post testing, see what it looks like. I think that for my PvE players that are, you know, upset about the nerfs to Threaded Specter, again, I was saying the trajectory looks like more of a nerf, but with the direct detonation damage increased by 33%, kind of offsets some of these things. PvP wasting more dev time. Oh, PvP is part of the game, man. Part of the game. Unlike Gambit. Who the hell gives a shit? I'm joking. I like Gambit. I actually like Gambit. I think Gambit's just got too many haters, man. PvP can go crying on Lost Sector. My day just got so much better. 33% won't be noticed, surely. Maybe not. Maybe. I can't wait for this to go live and y'all still whine. Let me also, can I just say this? And I don't want to like throw anybody under the bus here, okay? This is a loving stream, the loving place. All players are welcomed here. But a huge reason why Bungie has nerfed threaded Specter so many times and why they keep making these adjustments is, how can I put this? You guys use one of these, okay? And this is called a controller. I have personally seen some of you try to shoot threadlings with a controller. It's like fucking facing the witness all over again, okay? I get it. From a developer perspective, they're like, Jesus, that's bad. We got to do something about that. You know what I mean? So whereas mouse and keyboard, it obviously doesn't bother us, you know, because it's like, all right, I mean, I'll just shoot around the clone, you know? But there is a lot of console players, and y'all struggle with that. And look, if I was on console, I would probably want, you know, this change to go through as well. How long did Antaeus go unchecked? About as long as Threaded Specter's been unchecked, I suppose. I don't know. I can't recall. Antaeus was nuts, though. Antaeus was nuts. I will agree with that. But he was a very niche exotic for a long time. Can I tell you why I started using Antaeus? I became a dedicated Antaeus user whenever I was going up against so many cheaters that the only thing I had to combat them was the hope that whenever they actually landed their 100 out of 100% sniper rifle headshot, that maybe, just maybe, that shot may ricochet and hit him in the dick. That was why we started using Antaeus so much. Because cheating was out of hand, man. At one time, it got way out of hand. Y'all think cheating is bad? People say cheating's bad now. No. Back then, cheating was way worse. It was like 1 out of every 4 games we got a cheater inside of trials. That exotic really rose to the top. Signs also rose to the top. I mean, it was just anything that could possibly give you somewhat of a chance against cheaters. Damn, you might as well take the whole hunter out of the game. Oh my God. Let me tell you something, guys. Hunters are y'all are so dramatic, dude. Y'all are so dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Every time I turn around, it could be the smallest change. Oh, my Lord. Oh, woe me. Oh, I can't play my class now. I'm fucking this little small, little beady ass change. Editors, don't put that in there. Can I tell you something? Turns out, if you're pretty good with your guns, if you have what they call, it's gonna sound crazy, gun skill, none of this shit really matters. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be just fine. Every class is dramatic. What? Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah. Just my final note here on this. Again, it seems like Bungie is trying to be pretty surgical about this. So you got to understand, like back in the day, a sandbox change from Bungie was like, they would just go in and just be like, kill it with fire. They'd be like, Threaded Specter won't even make a clone now. Good luck. Bungie, what does it even do? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Have fun. And so like they are being surgical about this. And I mean, that's a testament to probably Chris Proctor and his team. And so, yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll try it out. Back in my day, dude, the D1 sandbox squad, man, they would just come in and just fucking axe, dude. They would axe and then just amp. And so it was always just like whiplash all the time. And be like, yeah, let's just make this super, 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 super strong. And now we just nuke it.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.